All right, now that I have the seat removed, you can see here's a bracket that goes underneath the trim piece, and here's the front bracket that goes underneath the trim piece. There's the trim piece where you can kind of see underneath where they attach, and you have to remove the little anchor bolts, the tie down hooks that are in the trim piece first to remove the trim piece upwards. Also, when you're removing the seat, it can get caught on some of this carpet on the inside. So depending on how it's closed or clamped, it might be snagging that, so it makes it sometimes can be a little challenging to pull out. Here are the bolts that you need, or rather the socket pieces and the torque sockets. They're a T40 and a T50. Right here is how you access into the bolts that hold the bracket to the chassis part, or rather the bottom piece here. If you flip this piece up, and I was using this little hook here, just a simple paint can opener, so I just hooked that down when the seat was in place and pulled it up, and now you can see here is where this seat bracket is hooked into. Here it's attached there through the seat into this bracket. Then these bolts here, there's two of them that are in the side pieces here, and then there are two up front here as well that are attached. So take those two out, you could remove the seat individually in the front and two in the back here. So all four of those out, and then the bracket here, which I'm going to also remove that bracket when I take this seat out. Well, here's both seats out, and after you take out these four bolts here from this piece, also came out from the seat. These four bolts out of the side bracket that I was showing before, you could just take the entire second seat out all by itself with the bracket intact and the plastic molding piece that goes with it. So that entire assembly came out together all in one piece. And as you can see here, similar to the other side, you have this trim piece here that you have to lift up, take out the tie down eye bolts there out, and you can have access there to all the bolt holes and so forth. So now what I'm going to do is actually put all the bolts back in to these holes here, because I believe some of these, as you can see up here even, let me turn this light back on, some of these even looks like they've rusted out a little bit. So either some liquid is coming up, or some moisture or water from underneath has been splashing up into those spots there. So we'll get that taken care of. What I might do too is just put a little bit of silicone, clear silicone, on each of the bolts as well. As part of putting them in, it'll be easy to take them out as well. It won't freeze or anything like that and get seized up or anything. So that's that, pretty simple. All right, all the bolts are back in place. All the tie down hooks are secure, so everything's nice and snug again. It's awesome. I put all the bolts in. I put a little bit of silicone on the bottom of those bolts there on the threads, so when they go in, create a little seal. And now that the seats are out, you can see back here there's tons of storage and a lot easier access to underneath those seats to clean up the kids' crumbs and so forth. But yeah, so next up is going to be creating the false floor here. So I'm going to create a little bit of a just a floor system here so that the back is level, and I have a design idea in mind for that, which will be next up. All right, all for now. Thanks for watching.